Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com here at the Fox Sports Southwest studios. We're getting ready for High School Scoreboard Live, coming at you tonight, the state semifinal edition, the last edition we will do here in the studio this year. But before we get to that, I want to give you my instant reaction on the Saturday of the state semifinals. The last day, if you want to get sad, it's the last day with more than 3 games until August. That stinks. Okay, let's go through the games. I'm once again going on TexasFootball.com/scores, just going down each of them. Austin Westlake 63, Katie Taylor 3. Okie dokie. That was an impressive display from Austin Westlake. A great story there from Katie Taylor. But we figured that Westlake was going to be a pretty big favorite over anybody who came out of Region 3, especially once Beaumont Westbrook went out, and they looked the part. Most impressively there is, we know the defense has been great all year, but to get that offense really humming is very impressive from Westlake. They are through to the state championship game. Well, they were take on Denton Geyer. Denton Geyer beat Spring Westfield 35-17. The big question in this game was going to be what happens when the Geyer offensive line faces off against the really good Spring Westfield front seven, and the answer is Geyer won impressively. That was exceptionally impressive. And Cager Cobbs, their running back, continues to be, I think, the real secret for that team. Yes, they've got an outstanding quarterback in Eli Stillers, but this is a team that has a terrific running game with Cager Cobbs, and that shined today. So we had Denton Geyer and Austin Westlake in the final game of the Texas high school ball season on Saturday night. 6A Division I, Duncanville beats Rockwall 56-14. I told you there would be points in this game. It's just that one team had a lot of them, and that was Duncanville. They jumped out to a huge lead in this one and never looked back, 56-14. And most impressively is that they got after Braden Locke, the quarterback for Rockwall, and the defensive line won this game pretty much single-handedly for Duncanville. Very impressive stuff there, but we would be remiss if we did not talk about the big story out of that game, which is that Jaquinton Jackson, the star quarterback for Duncanville, went out with an apparent knee injury. He was on crutches on the sideline. He was not putting any weight on his leg when he was being helped off the field. We're gonna learn a lot about this Chris Parson, the freshman, who is very well thought of there, but still a freshman. It is probably, I'm not a doctor, hot take, I'm not a doctor, but it would be really surprising if Jaquinton Jackson played next week based on that injury, which is just really takes a little bit of the sting out of the game. It just sucks, plain and simple. You can just think as a Texas high school football fan, it sucks that we don't get to see Jaquinton Jackson play on the big stage. They will play Galena Park North Shore, who beats Lake Travis 49-38 in a game that North Shore was in control at halftime. They were up pretty considerably at halftime and ended up, that game got a little bit tight late. A little bit of, it never really felt like North Shore was going to lose that game. The running game continues to be impressive. Demetrius Davis and Zach Evans. But the defense and the secondary got lit up a little bit, and that is a concern. Or, it's a concern going up against Duncanville, regardless of who the quarterback is, because we know that they've got weapons on the outside. And so North Shore versus Duncanville, the rematch, although with a bit of that sad asterisk there, with probably, we presume, no Jaquinton Jackson in that game. 5A Division I. Denton Ryan, 35-7 over Frisco Lone Star, and we entered this game not knowing anything about Denton Ryan, really, because of their schedule. They played basically a losing schedule coming into this game. They hadn't really been challenged. Well, they just played a team that we knew a ton about in Frisco Lone Star. We knew how good this Frisco Lone Star team, and they took it to them. Most impressively for me is that they were able the defense swarmed and shut down a high-powered Frisco Lone Star attack, but more importantly, they were able to control at the line of scrimmage. That was impressive. They are through to the state championship game where they will take on Alvin Shadow Creek next week. That is the late game on Friday. That'll be a fun nightcap there. Den Ryan and Alvin Shadow Creek, two teams that are looking exceptionally good right now. Down to 5A Division II, Aledo survives a scare from Lubbock Cooper, 28-21. Second straight week that they have survived a scare. They scored late in the final 2 minutes to win this game. There was a controversial non-call, with a fumble that replay shows probably should have been a fumble. Aledo ends up winning this game 28-21. The defense, impressive for the most part. this is a good win. Semifinals are hard to win, and you don't look at them in don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I will say that this is the second consecutive week where I guess we're just not used to seeing Aledo get challenged, and I guess that's just a little bit weird. It's hard to kind of wonder what this team is, but at the same time they are looking very good, and they're through to another state championship where they will go for number 9 against a familiar foe, as they will draw Fort Bend Marshall, who runs past Bernie Champion 55-21. We kind of figured this could be the case. Fort Bend Marshall's speed was always going to be a problem for Bernie Champion, and it was a big problem for them tonight. A really impressive effort from the Buffaloes. But again, the story here, more importantly, is the defense. The defense played really well in this game and held a high-powered Bernie Champion squad relatively in check for the majority of the game. That is the storyline. Don't get dazzled by the superstars on the offensive side. Don't get dazzled by Devonna Chan and Malik Hornsby. Okay, do get dazzled by them, but then also pay attention to that defense, which is playing exceptionally well. So a rematch for the 5A Division II state championship game that is Saturday morning, and that is every game. We've punched all 24 tickets to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We have all the games set. We will of course have complete coverage for you at TexasFootball.com, and our big state championship preview is coming out, I believe, Monday morning, either Sunday night or Monday morning. We are working on it right now. As soon as I finish this video, I'm going to go back to work on that. So TexasFootball.com. Thanks for watching. I love you. Bye.